Hey, it is Friday. Friday, October 14th. I am in a good mood. We're gonna, it's October. We're gonna keep fucking around with this Halloween Oracle deck for the card of the day. Again, they have me up and doing these things all the damn time. Anyway, remember the Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademark, copyright, and registered in 3 different classifications with the United States Trademark and Patents Office. Any duplication of my content without my permission is subject to legal recourse. Is guided by my badass legal team. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. Thank you for sharing this video or any other video on my YouTube channel with someone who you feel needs it. This is not a reading. A reading is an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by your intuition. As I always say, your intuition is your superpower. Everyone's born with intuition. Not everyone listens to it, as you can see the state of the world. With that being said, let's get to the card of the day. I hope you guys are doing great today. It is Friday. Spirit has me up and early as usual. Doing the damn thing. Well, let's see what happens for today. Let's see. It didn't flip. It didn't flip. It didn't flip. Ooh. But that did flip. Let's see. What card is this? Ooh. Vampire. Emotional intelligence. Ooh. Let's see what the vampire has to say to us today. The vampire. And I keep saying this to people, and I know people look at me like I'm crazy. I swear I was a vampire in another life. I am just obsessed with vampire culture. Not to the point I drink blood or nothing. I don't do none of that shit. But I just love the culture stories, and I've seen all the movies and read the books and all the things. Anyway. Okay, so the poem goes, the deepest, the coldest, the craving of the blood. The hole never filled, the longing like a flood. While there are almost uncountable examples of vampires in literature, movies, and games, somehow the archetype of the blood-hunting, night-stalking, and somewhat elegant creature keeps being reinvented to seduce yet another generation. Although the beautiful and somewhat desirable vampire form doesn't really begin to enter the public consciousness until the mid-1800s, the idea of a human being feeding upon the very stuff of life is very much older, such as the Egyptians, Sumerians, Indians, and the Balkan people all have mythos or mysteries in mythology containing vampire-like creatures. The vampire is an interesting figure, though, because it is both horrifying and desirable. Having someone want us so much that they desire to be that closely linked with us does feel good until we realize there is nothing much left of us to give. Most of us have heard the concept, the emotional vampirism, the idea that people feed off of our energy and goodwill and take advantage of us through manipulation and their incessant neediness. Should the vampire card appear in your reading, it may indicate that you're being drained in this way and that the time has come for stronger boundaries. And you know, guys, I am a pro at boundaries. We need to be very aware of what gives us energy in our lives and what takes it away. We should be aware of needing people to need us and why we invite people like this into our homes, workplace, or lives. If indeed we have them around us, developing the emotional intelligence within ourselves help us defend against this kind of emotional and psychic attacks and enables us to foster healthy, equal relationships of all kinds. There is not a coincidence as the pattern to what's happening. Wednesday was Night Song, which is all about your hidden talents. Yesterday was the Mummy, about changing. And now the vampire with the emotional intelligence is basically telling you to set boundaries. Stop letting people drain your energy. I say this all the time in my one-on-one sessions and in my programs. Energy is contagious. Not only can it affect you, it can infect you like a virus. No pun intended. I've been saying this way before the panoramic came around, okay? Energy is contagious. Why aren't you praying and meditating and following your intuition? And you believe in a more energetic or scientific bound? Why aren't you conversating, contemplating, and integrating the information that you receive? Why aren't you shielding yourself from negative energy? Why aren't you shielding yourself from your loved ones? The people even you sleep with, the people you have sex with, that is exchanging energy. That is a energy transfer. You could have the best night of your life, and I'm just saying it, you could have sex and you can have the most best night of your life, and the person you're having sex with is calm, cool, and collected and knocked the fuck out, and you're like stressed out after sex, like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? But you probably just took on all the bullshit that this person gave to you during the act of sex. So again, even a handshake, a hug, a kiss, sharing a meal, sharing a drink, all these energies. You can pick up energy from your children. You can pick up energy from your animals. You can pick up energy from your partners. You can pick up energy from your parents. You need to start saying no and start, I got a sticky note here. Saying no and start establishing your boundaries, because no is a full sentence, and boundaries are not there to hurt people. Boundaries are there to help you and protect yourself at all costs. So if people start barking at you or making you feel like shit or give you a guilt trip because you have boundaries, they're the ones who benefited that you not having a boundary in the first place. So I hope I helped. I hope I put some things in perspective, and I hope I made you feel better. As always, if you'd like to work with me, please follow your intuition. Working with any spirit spiritual advisor. Even that means you do not work with me. Your intuition will guide you to who, what, when, where, and how to work with those spiritual advisors and practitioners. And I would love to have you. I do have some programs coming up. I have a free webinar coming up in November called Characteristics of the Clairs, where you learn about your spiritual and psychic abilities. That's going to lead us into a 6-week program called Connecting to the Clairs and Love Thyself, which is a 3-month or a 12-week intensive program where we work one-on-one, no recordings, no modules, no group sessions, to change and inform and improve the best relationship of all, the relationship of self. That's going to be the most important relationship you ever have. If you can't live with yourself, how are you going to live with anybody else? So I would love to work with you, but as always, listen to that intuition. We do have some availability in October, but availability for November and December will be limited because I will be traveling. I love y'all, and thanks for fucking with me. I'll see y'all later.